Today we're going to talk about 5 things we hate about our 944. I'm Justin.
And I'm Aaron. Before we go any further, watch that graphic below and click subscribe.
This is the Husman Bros, and today we're going to tell you more about our 944. There's 5 things that are just terrible about this car. No matter how much we love it, we're always going to be challenged by some things on this car.
We only get 5?
5 is what we got for today.
Right.
I think the term is clickbait, so let's do 5. The first thing I hate about this car is that it is an interference motor, and that means that if the timing belt breaks, that we are going to bend some valves and the motor is toast. And this car has a timing belt that must be replaced every 2 years or every 30,000 miles without exception. This car has been sitting for a while, so replacing the timing belt is a video we're going to make because we don't think there's a really great one out there. So keep an eye out for that, but that timing belt is the first thing that I just hate about the Porsche 944.
The second thing we hate about our 944 is the power. Basically, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. This is an inline 4 with 150 horsepower from the factory. This is an 86 base model 944 coupe. And so it came with 150 horsepower, and that's all you're gonna get out of this car. You can do some minor things to increase the horsepower. Put a K&N filter on it, got another 5 horsepower. Put stickers on it, we've got another 100 horsepower there. But that's about it. If you wanna get a lot more horsepower than that, a lot of people ask, should you put a turbo on your 944 coupe? The answer is simple. No, you should not turbo your 944 coupe. You should sell that, make a little bit of money on it, and go buy yourself a 944 turbo coupe. Maybe even the Turbo S and get a 250 horsepower that you also cannot change.
The third thing I hate about this car is the flip-up headlights, and I know that everybody loves flip-up headlights. As you see, they flip up. However, there's one thing that after 30-something years they don't do very well, and that's flip down. That's going to have to be fixed. We're going to fix it by removing the whole front end, flip-up headlights, and the whole 9 yards. Wait till you see what we do with it. But those flip-up headlights, I've had a couple 944s, and they've always been a problem. So that's one of the things I do not like about this car.
The fourth thing we hate about our 944 is the hatch. Now, if this is not the first 944 you have seen, you're familiar with the iconic big glass back window from the 944. It looked awesome on this car and looks great on 944s. But there's a big problem with it. It is lifted and held up by gas struts. And after 30 or so years, those gas struts do wear out and they will need to be replaced. When you replace those gas struts, the new ones you put on, they're gonna be too powerful for this hatch. And they're gonna break the seal along the top of this hatch. When that happens, rainwater is going to get inside of your car. So right now we could not find any great solution to solving that problem. So our solution was to get this fiberglass GT hatch and have it installed on the car. It was the first step in lightening this car up to take it to the track. So now we no longer have rainwater draining into our car. It all pools conveniently on this big flat back hatch.
The fifth thing I hate about our 944 is parts availability. This is a 30-year-old, relatively exotic car. Now, Porsche sold a ton of these, but that doesn't mean parts are readily available anymore. For instance, when we did our oil change, I was unable to find a filter at retail. I actually had to go to a friend of mine's shop and buy a filter from him because there was nothing available. It would have taken me a week or so to get it from Porsche. So those parts are tough to find. In a car this old, some of them are going to be impossible and some of them are going to be very expensive. So that's one of the challenges you're going to face if you're buying a 944. Parts availability is going to be a challenge with a 944.
So there's 5 things that we hate about this car. Now, we're not all negative. We actually do love this car. We wouldn't keep it around if we didn't. It is a fun car to drive. It's kind of like a little go-kart. So we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. We're gonna take a lot of parts off of it, put some new parts on it. So I hope you'll join us for the ride. It's gonna be a good time.
Make sure to like, subscribe, and share for much more 944 content.
See you guys in the next one.
Auf Wiedersehen!